All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for making the time to be with us tonight. On the Mayor's Corner, we have a very great gentleman, somebody who has been in the entertainment industry for quite a time now, and he's great. You know, when it comes to entertainment, you cannot take him out. Actually, tonight we have our own gentleman, ASI WOME. In the house. ASI WOME. Go to City, man. ASI WOME. You're welcome to the Mayor's Corner.
Thank you, man.
It's been a while, you know.
Yeah, every day.
ASI WOME. You know, a lot of people have heard about you. ASI WOME. ASI WOME. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah,
ASI WOME. Oh yeah, but they don't really know who is behind ASI WOME. Can you give us a little background of yourself?
I nearly did another question. But I feel it's just somebody who has passion for the team, who is involved in more especially entertainment, somebody who wants to see a change.
Okay.
Somebody who challenges the status quo. I think that's the only way we can begin to develop and to grow. So basically, that's who I am, and that's what I stand for. Those are my principles that guide me.
Simply that's me. Okay, so you are the person that wants to see a change.
Exactly.
What kind of change? Sometimes we talk about change and change comes and it's still the same. What kind of change do you want to see?
Well, I change for something better.
Okay.
Yes, a change for something. Obviously, not a change for just. When you look at things that are happening around us, people just want a change in terms of their preference being at the forefront without the needs being catered for. But I want to go beyond who is behind it, what is being done. I do. The expectations of people are high. And sometimes people don't even know what is good for them. And so there is somebody who is leading them into something great. That kind of thing is what I'm talking about. So somebody who brings a paradigm shift to things that are happening, and their concept and idea about things are different. Those are the things that I want to influence.
Okay. Also, in your own capacity, what are the changes that you brought into your own industry, like the entertainment industry?
For now, at least, I believe that any entertainment program I'm on has a lot of mileage because of my years. I have a few people who, after the show, they call the host to ask who is that guy, and they want to listen to me. I have a few people who on my social media handles, those platforms that I deal with on daily basis, who they keep chat with me and they want to congratulate me for the things I'm doing. I know I've been able to make a lot of influence in the life of certain people. I would even want to mention that as time of perimeter to get to know them.
When you into entertainment, maybe you have a grandfather or somebody who was once in entertainment, or you just had a passion. How did they come about?
I don't know. At least for about 3 years now, I've been working somewhere, actually been involved in media work in terms of event management. But thereafter, I wanted to change the structure of the things that I used to do. When I finished my master's, I set up my own microfinance company on the right here. I was with there for about 3 years before restructuring into events and then concept development and the management. So this is where the passion started. It started like a hobby, like just having fun on social media. And I found the entertainment to be one place that a lot of people are interested in. So I began to talk a few things about what is happening around us, and to share my ideas and what I see, how I see things to be. Where people think that they are being objective or So that's how it started, and I didn't know it would get to where we are today. So along the way, people begin to encourage the challenge. When you take up this, I think you do by time. So that is how I started. I can't remember any family member.
Yeah, so maybe you had it in your DNA because the way you go about things.
Oh no, my dad is a pastor who is now on retirement. He has taught for some years all his life. And for him, the ultimate thing is that he ends up to be a pastor. So that's for him. My mom is a refugee and that's it. If I look through my family, I don't see anybody.
So you are the pastor name.
Maybe I'm the outcast.
No, I was coming there. You just took me off, you know. So let's say the entertainment industry in this region. Why is it like I don't know, but it seems like the entertainment industry is not really contacting the other towns, maybe the rural and those things. They are all part of the exchange. But it seems that the entertainment industry is centered on those things through their efforts. Why is that? Are they not being able to stretch the other side of it?
Who is responsibility?
You are responsible that you say. Arrive at something.
It is not just good radio. I think corporate involved activity. I think that occasionally we have events and programs that take us to Kwebu. We have annual events that take us to Sugun. We have annual events that take us to Kokon. So I think that these are areas that entertainment, I think that when given opportunity would unless you are talking about radio. I get it. But entertainment is not radio. Radio is just a medium. I get it. So I think that on the whole, the region is a struggling region. The only challenge is that we are closer to the capital. In other words, that should also be an opportunity or an advantage for us. Because when somebody wants to move out of the noise in a crowd, the next option should be for radio. So when we are able to take advantage of that interest, we will be doing far better than other regions.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking the question was recently we had this Disney Music Awards team, right? And the first one was I think it was only based on the artists I knew in Colombia. I didn't see any artists who came out from other places to be a part of the first edition. Yeah, the first edition.
We have few people.
How many people you see them in terms of the whole region?
For percentages, I can't put a percentage on it, but I know there were some few people who are outside the region that joined. But you see, the scheme I believe, or what we been told is that it's for people who are from the region. And so those people we perceive as outside have their roots from the region. So that is the premise on which they qualify to.
Now, I'm not even talking about maybe the Portuguese and those things who came from this region. I'm talking about maybe the another artist who comes from the road to come and perform. Because I remember when Dr. President was doing this program, Freestyle Friday, we have people coming all the way from the globe, those things to come and rap. But when it's time for an award team, we only get the Black Zero, they break the Talanku, the post-city artists. That is all. We don't really hear somebody say we are outside of India.
Well, I don't think that the scheme actually is designed to discover talent. I'm not sure that is the basis. Even if that is it should be artists or talents that are in the region, irrespective of who or where they find themselves. As far as you are in this region, you have a good opportunity to qualify. Yes, still the scheme has its own criteria and requirements for who qualifies to be an nominee. So the open nominations, and then when you feel you are qualified, you apply. I'm not sure if there is one to go looking for somebody to discover into active scheme. When you qualify, you apply. And when they put their indices together and you qualify, you are shortlisted for an award. Unless there's a category that should be created for such studies. And when that is created, it wouldn't matter what the person is, whether from Brazil or from co-city people, the character. So far as the talent that is ahead and that needs to be nurtured, it is open for them. I think that is what we should be looking at.
Okay. So is that what scheme really here to say?
It should stay.
Why should we say? Because from the beginning, the first episode, there was a whole lot of things, pay the artist and what, so many. And this year is no different. There's the same thing happening again here and there. I even like there was some little bit of confusion or something like that. Nominee jam.
For me, this award scheme is still an infant award scheme that needs to be meted by all. We should all have a vested interest in getting or making sure this scheme is maintained, it is grown to an oak tree where a lot of people would have to make reference to that. Okay, I was once part of this and this was the result. As for our scheme, it comes with these problems. And it comes with these controversies and these infights. The only difference is that how these things are managed. We cannot do without these controversies as far as we are in the entertainment industry.
So if you were to be the man behind this scheme, what would you have done to address this issue right now?
What are the issues?
Come on, you know the issues that are happening there.
I guess you.
Oh, like the artists, those.
Well, you see, this region, not only the Christian music was has a lot of another challenge, which is very financial. I don't know as to when even DCMA started paying their artists or the artists that are due, but like I said, it's an infant scheme, and one of the challenges, like I said, is sponsorship for these events. I'm not part of the event, so I will not begin to speak on things on authority, on things I don't do. But as somebody who has an interest in the industry, or who has been part of a similar working for media personnel inclusion, what we suffered most was with financing and how we are not able to get corporate bodies to dive into the activity to put some money into. So if today I'm here and I want to rally the paid active slogan, it may be a necessary thing and I may be discouraging somebody. So if I am the one behind and if their sponsorship, there's money, and it is possible for them to pay their at least for showing a face on the nominee. Why not?
I interviewed Oteniba last week, and Oteniba says that there is no unity in this team from stakeholder to artist to manager to everybody. There is no unity in it. That is why we are having all these problems.
I don't know how you define unity. That everybody should support you. Is that the kind of unity you're talking about?
I think in a way it means that like maybe people are not supporting him. And the industry itself doesn't have the kind of unity it's supposed to have. That one can go along with another, one can go and with the other person. It's all about fighting, pulling back, and all these things going on in the industry.
I think
so I wanted to know, once you delve deep into this
because
industry,
media is not different from any other region. And these things, wherever you go, you find these and pieces of these things all around the region. And the entertainment as a whole has a lot of these things. The issue is that you have to see yourself as a business person, because this is what we call showbiz, the show and the business part of it. I don't need to be necessarily unified with you to do business with you. I don't need you to be a friend to do business with you. So far as it's business, maybe the relationship will just be on business level. I get it. Beyond that, as for the pull me down, it's everywhere. But you have to manage it as a person and somebody who is interested in the region. But on the whole, there should be a place where we all meet for a common goal or for a common agenda, where we want to see the region out there in terms of the things we do, not only in terms of musicians and artists. I think that this cry it's always been loudest with artists. They are the first people to call people with not being supported. But you see, if you are talking about entertainment, it's not only musicians. We have presenters also here who are part of the entertainment. We have bloggers who are also part of this industry. We have writers who are part of the industry. We have presenters, we have DJs. All these people, even the video cameraman and the photographer, they are all part of the industry. And every person needs this talk. I get it. So it should not be one against the other, but it should be holistic. So that me too, or as a blogger or as a presenter, if your show is out there, it's good for the industry. I get it. It is not just a musician. If we have our presenters, top presenters, names out there, it's good for the industry. Not only the musician. If we have our bloggers out there, it's good for the industry, not only musicians. So I think that this thing should be a team where we are interlinked in a way for common good, and that is for the entertainment industry.
Okay, so I know you are a marketer.
I have marketing bias. I have my studies in marketing from my diploma level to degree and then to master's level.
So what do you think we need to do in marketing wise to sell the industry to the world?
But I just mentioned one. In selling Koforidua, we have to do a lot of consultation. We have to do a lot of consultation. And if you are asking me how to start Koforidua in terms of Koforidua or in terms of what selling Koforidua in what?
Koforidua, like the entertainment industry, what's the best way for us to sell it so that people will really buy into it? Because it seems like people are not really buying into our music. We have a lot of artists who down here still we are not able to sell as we are supposed to sell. Compared to how the MAYOY'S are selling, they are not different from us, but they are selling. Do you think that market-wise there's something wrong with that?
I want to say that these people you are mentioning, I'm not sure there was an agenda that started out to money and find ways to sell. But like it is said, a good product sells people. So in order to sell the region, we would have to get products there. So if you are going to sell the region, then we have to begin to look at the elements that needs to be sold. So if you have to, like you are saying, in the industry, I mentioned earlier on that it is not only the musician. So if you have to sell the musicians need to be well packaged. They need to be people who are committed to the things they do. Same applies to other aspects of the entertainment industry, like the bloggers and presenters. They would have to get well branded for the thing, for us to be able to sell them. So that is the basic. That is to get or to add value to the various elements that need attention for other people. So when we begin to look at these elements one by one, then we can begin to look at how well we can package it for sale. Until then, we will just be selling something that is old, but we will not sustain, will not be able to keep up with the time. So for us to start with, let us get back to the various acts which are for the product or the service of the people. Let's begin to look at specifically what is wrong with each of them and begin to address those issues. If we are not able to set out the root cause of the problem, we can't test. So let's get back to the root. Let's get back to the act and the various elements. Then we can begin to also look at how we
well, you know, time actually will not let us to go on. We have talked and talked and talked and talked. Yeah. But before we go, if you have a message for the industry players, the musicians, the artists, everybody, what kind of message you have?
like one philosophy that guides me like is value addition. Value addition. And when you are able to add value, it's easy to sell. So we should begin to look at the various departments or the various fields we find ourselves. As a photographer, as a blogger, as a presenter, as a DJ, what are the current issues, what are the current trends in the field you find yourself? What is the new school of thought in your field? Let's begin to learn and see how well we can improve our work. Somebody who doesn't add value is somebody who would fizzle out in a certain course. So if we don't want to fizzle out, let's add value. When it's necessary for us to go back to school, let's go to school. At every point in time, there should be a learning process in our field, and that is how we add value. Yeah. So I'll just urge everyone, let's add value. Let's look at ways to add value to our work and then we'll start.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, viewers, we thank you very much for having time to watch MAYOY'S Corner. My name is Udo from Thank you so much for having me. Be with us.